A stranger in a neon parka stole my dignity and my dad's car keys, and it somehow became the highlight of my winter. My roommate swore night skiing would be epically chill. Nobody patrols the back trails after 10, he claimed. So there we were, standing in sub-zero winds, when I heard the zip of a jacket. A figure in reflective goggles swooped past and snatched my beanie. My beanie containing my lift pass, my wallet, and most critically, the key fob to my father's vintage Porsche. My dad treats that car better than he treats most of his relatives. My mom secretly tossed me the keys for the weekend while he was in Tokyo. And if that fob vanished into a snowbank, I'd be choosing between exile in Siberia or faking my own kidnapping to avoid his wrath. I launched myself after her like a yeti with a caffeine addiction. Powder spraying every inch of my face. The wind hit like a slap from Mother Nature herself. My friends chased the other girls, but I had laser focus on the neon thief. Running in snowboard boots is a special kind of hell. It's clunky, heavy, stiff as rigor mortis, and makes you look like a toddler learning to walk on the moon. But I was gaining on her until I hit a patch of hidden ice and went down hard. I got a mouthful of frozen regret and briefly considered letting hypothermia take me. It would be less painful than explaining the lost Porsche to my dad. But then I pictured my mom's disappointed face, and freezing to death felt like the coward's way out. I scrambled up, lungs burning, nose running like a faucet. She glanced back and threw a snowball at me, which honestly felt personal. We hit the village pavement, and I learned that sprinting on cobblestones in plastic boots is basically ankle suicide. Every step sent a shockwave up my spine and shattered my shins. She veered into the town square and scaled the giant ice sculpture display, some massive frozen bear structure, and perched on the top like a chaotic snow queen. "Can't touch this," she yelled, breathless, grinning down at me. I stood there, heaving, clouds of steam escaping my mouth, staring up at her. At least she wasn't running anymore. At least she seemed to be playing rather than actually jacking my car for a joyride, I managed between gasps. Most people just ask for a snap handle. Grand Theft Auto is a bit aggressive. She lifted her goggles. "Where's the adrenaline in that?" I laughed, clutching my side. "The adrenaline is me not having a heart attack at 22. Her eyes scanned my mismatched gear. "You're surviving." I felt heat rush to my cheeks. Thank God for the ski mask hiding my flesh. I decided to lean into the pathetic reality. I look like a marshmallow that fell in the slush. I pointed at the beanie dangling from her glove. "If you come down, I'll buy you a hot cocoa. With the Baileys." She pulled the fob out and dangled it. "Looks like I'm buying." Actually, I weighed the risks. I could try to climb the ice bear, but the structure looked questionable and I didn't want to explain to the ski patrol why I was stuck to a frozen statue at midnight with no dignity. Her phone buzzed. She checked it, and I heard her friend's voice. "Oh, totally," she said. He kept up. A pause. "Yeah, mine tripped, but he's here." She looked down at me, a smirk playing on her lips. "I think he passes," she said. She hung up and slid down the ice sculpture with annoying grace. Her boots hit the snow and she dusted off her parka. "Figure skating since I was 5, she said, catching my eye. Then she stepped closer. "If it helps your ego, I picked you out of the line at the lift." "Dibs." I blinked, wiping snow from my eyebrows. "Wait, what?" She tossed me the beanie. "Your roommate has been trying to set us up with my sorority sister for weeks. He told us to meet at the mid-station, but we decided to test the merchandise. See if you guys had any hustle." I immediately checked the beanie. Fob secure. Wallet safe. I wasn't going to be disowned tonight. So, the theft was staged. The cardio, mandatory. Me faceplanting. That was just cinema, she grinned. I should have been furious. I was freezing, bruised, and winded. But she was looking at me like I was the most interesting run she'd had all season. "Well," I said, "the dibs thing does make me feel better." She smiled. "Good." 3 relationships started on that mountain, including me and the neon thief.